Jerusalem, a city as old as history itself, a sacred home for millions, yet a battlefield for empires, a place where faith, power, and destiny collide. Today, you will witness the entire history of Jerusalem in one journey across 5,000 years. Our story begins around 3000 BC. On the hills of ancient Canaan, small tribes settle near a life-giving spring known as the Gihon Spring. They build simple homes, carve out paths, and slowly shape a small settlement. They call it Urusalim, meaning the city of peace. But in reality, peace would be the rarest thing this city ever sees. Over the next 1,000 years, the Canaanites grow the town into a fortified hilltop village. Egypt expands its influence northward, and Jerusalem stands as a small but strategic place between great powers. Its walls rise, its culture forms, but its destiny is still waiting. Around 1000 BC, everything changes. King David, leading the Israelites, captures Jerusalem and declares it the capital of the United Kingdom of Israel. For the first time, this ancient hill becomes the center of a nation. His son, King Solomon, builds the magnificent First Temple, turning Jerusalem into the spiritual heart of the Jewish people. Pilgrims arrive, trade grows, and the city enters a golden age. But glory never lasts forever. In 586 BC, the Babylonian Empire sweeps across the region. Jerusalem is attacked, the First Temple is destroyed, and its people are taken into exile. The city falls silent, burned and broken. Decades later, Persia conquers Babylon and allows the exiles to return home. A new chapter begins. The Second Temple rises from the ruins, and Jerusalem begins to rebuild. But then Alexander the Great arrives. The Greeks take control, spreading their culture across the city. After them come rival Hellenistic kingdoms, and then the most powerful empire of all, Rome. In 63 BC, the Roman legions march into Jerusalem. Tension fills the city. Cultures clash, revolts break out. And in 70 AD, after a massive rebellion, Rome crushes Jerusalem and destroys the Second Temple. Only one part survives, the Western Wall. As centuries pass, the Roman Empire transforms into the Christian Byzantine Empire. Jerusalem becomes a center of the new Christian world. Churches rise, including the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, believed to be the site of Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection. Pilgrims travel from across the world. The city grows holy for a second great religion. Then, in the year 638, Islamic armies arrive. But instead of destruction, they enter peacefully. Under Islamic rule, Jerusalem becomes a center of knowledge, culture, and faith. The Al-Aqsa Mosque is built. The iconic Dome of the Rock rises shining over the city for more than 1,300 years. Jerusalem becomes sacred to Islam, the site of the Prophet Muhammad's night journey. But peace shatters again in 1099 when the Crusaders invade from Europe. After a brutal siege, they capture Jerusalem and establish a Christian kingdom. For nearly a century, the city becomes a fortress of the Crusaders. Yet, in 1187, the legendary Muslim commander Salahuddin returns. In a historic moment, he recaptures Jerusalem, restoring it without bloodshed and allowing all faiths to live and worship. For the next 400 years, Jerusalem becomes part of the mighty Ottoman Empire. Under Ottoman rule, its walls are rebuilt, and the city becomes calm, diverse, and sacred, a peaceful center for Jews, Christians, and Muslims. But in 1917, during World War I, British forces captured Jerusalem. The Ottoman era ends. New migration begins. Populations shift. Tensions rise in a city already sacred to billions. In 1948, the Arab-Israeli War erupts. Jerusalem is divided, West Jerusalem controlled by Israel, East Jerusalem by Jordan. The city, for the first time in its history, is split by war. Then in 1967, during the Six-Day War, Israel captures East Jerusalem, reunifying the city under Israeli control. Since then, Jerusalem has remained at the center of world politics, conflict, and hope. A city where faith binds millions, yet differences often divide. And so, across 5,000 years, Jerusalem has been conquered, destroyed, rebuilt, worshipped, and fought over more than any city on earth. It is a home of prophets, kings, warriors, and dreamers, a city where the past never sleeps, and the future is always being written. This is Jerusalem, eternal, sacred, and forever at the heart of human history. Hello, we're excited to show you our native speech capabilities.